Hello, Aries. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being a viewer. Thank you so much for all of the views and likes and comments and concerns and hates. All of it. It's all energy and it all works to feed so I can do a better reading. So I'm cool. I'm cool with it. I'm humbled, really. And I'm not a boastful person. So, thank you. And I'm just really glad that everyone's getting the messages. I have a job to do, and this is my job to get messages out, and I just want to do that. So, thank you for allowing me to do that. Really, thank you. Okay. So, we're going to go into February's reading. If you need a private reading, links in the description box below, or you can go to this website up here. All right. So, Aries, let's do some reading for you. Spirit guide, guardian angel, divine energy, universal energy. What do you have for Aries? What would you like for them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of at this time? Only allowing truth, honesty, love, and acceptance within this space. Aries, Aries, Aries. Sorry about that, Aries. Okay. So in February, I feel like you have, they're saying a big fear about something, but I don't know if I would call it that. Okay. It's almost like you fear that this relationship or something that you have been in is just not 100%. You know what I mean? It's like feeling like the area or the energy that you're in is not good for you. Some of you don't have this person there though, so I can't say that it's a relationship. But it's just like not being sure if things are right. But what's so interesting is those insecurities, or those, because the word is insecurity, those insecurities or those things that you feel are wrong kind of make you better. It makes you better. It makes you stronger. It makes you who you are. And it helps you build a better future for yourself in this case. Because what's so interesting is I feel like you get guidance from this. You learn something from this. And it makes you a more tolerant or better person for you. It's not that anything is the matter with you. I just feel like your insecurities about what it is that you've been through, having something happen to you that kind of bumps you down a peg or knocks you off a pedestal. Because that's kind of what it feels like. Gives you the knowledge and like the knowledge and the intuition and the just all roundabout assurance of who to become and where to take this. It's like it changes your thought process on life in February. So something happens that makes you feel less than. So it could be a breakup. It could be a loss of a career. It's something that knocks you down a peg. But it gives you the key to something better. And that is empowerment in a different way, in your mindset, how you think about things, how you feel. How you do things. I don't know. It's like it's useful to you in a way that you didn't think it would be useful. Aquarius, Aries. Temperance, 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. 2 of Wands. Page of Cups. The Hermit. 7 of Pentacles. King of Cups, 6 of Wands, and then this little storyline that wanted to sneak out, I guess. Four of Cups and 2 of Cups. Okay. Okay, Aries. So what's interesting about this little storyline on the side? This could be a past storyline. This could be someone else's storyline. It just means it's not out of this situation, but it's a different situation. So it doesn't want to be read with these cards. You know what I'm saying? So what we have here is a person who wants to have control over a situation. And being in control, this is you in the past. Okay. So being in control has been a heavy burden. It's been a lot of responsibility, a lot of things for you to handle, and that needed to change in a lot of ways. And so either a relationship had to break up or split up, or something had to change. Something that was once something that you relied on, believed in, or something that was whole, a relationship, a career, a job, something like that. Something had to end in order for you to release the burden of it. And I feel like you liked whatever it is. It's something that you found pride in a way, but at the same time, it's like it had to end because it was just too much for you. So it's not that you didn't like it or love it. It was just too much. The energy was too much. It was too heavy. Okay. All right. So we have the 2 of Cups. It could definitely have been a relationship. It talks about a partnership and being together with someone, or being in they're saying pairing. So pairing could be a mutual connection with something or someone. Okay. So what I'm seeing is that in this pairing, whether this is a job, a career, or a person, there was something that was missing. You're feeling that something was missing in this, even though you wanted to be in it, even though it meant something to you. And all you can see is the sadness and the despair of it all. But there's something to be seen here. And even in the despair and even in the missing, there's something to be learned here. And that's the 4 of Cups is always that for me. It just means that there's something else to be seen. So we start off with Temperance in February. It just means that you're being very patient. You're trying to balance yourself. There are things that you don't feel are 100% right in your situation, especially when it comes to you building for the future. It could be a family situation. It could be your career, like I said, because I'm definitely feeling that career or like a long-term relationship type of thing. And needing to get some balance into that situation. Needing to feel safe. You know what I mean? Needing to feel like things are on lock, or this is the thing. And for some reason, you didn't feel that way. And you needed to do some deep diving to figure that part out. Okay? So I feel like the person that you're with, or if this is a person or a job, if this is a person, they're trying to offer you a chance, like a peace offering, if you will. Okay. The thing with this peace, if it's a career, your career is trying to give you a peace offering. The thing is, it's just a little bit of what you think you deserve. But there's something to be seen here. So you have to make a decision about your balance and about your choice and about your direction. Because all the things that you have been through, all the things that you have seen, has led you to this point to make this decision. I do feel like you may need to take some time to yourself to think about it, because you want okay. I'm getting another story. So a lot of you, I feel like you've tried to have patience in this relationship because you're trying to make a decision either on another two different people, or to stay or to go. There's someone new here, and then there's the old person, okay, that you've spent time with. You've built something with this person, but with the old person, and there's a comfortability level there. This new person is new, and they spark something in you that makes you think that comfortability that you feel there is just your insecurity about being alone or leaving or walking away from something you feel like you've been in, so you're afraid of moving forward or moving out of something. So I see both of those. It's almost like where you have been, Aries, has set you up for where it is that you're going, okay? And it's different. It's not the same. And I feel like you've been transitioning out of this phase last month and this month, because I'm getting like a split, that you're transitioning out of something, whether this be a career or relationship that you tried to take control over, or you tried to handle it the best way that you could, and it's just falling apart, it's crumbling, it's a lot of work, and it is what it is, right? So you have to make a decision to either be patient on the past or to move forward into the future. This offer of friendship or love, though, is in the center, which means it's something quite significant in the month of February. It's something you're going to be thinking about. You may have to spend some time by yourself, though, to focus. I feel like the other person is going to be confused, too. Like, what's happening? What's happening with this person? What are they doing? Because you're trying to decide to take this other offer, to go this other way. This other way that is bringing up these emotions in you that you haven't had in a long time here, because it's like you're trying to get these emotions here, but you're getting them here. Okay. This could also be a thought or thinking of giving an offer to someone else, especially with the Two of Wands. But the point is to move somewhere else when you give this offer, like to go towards this other person. And you're really having some deep thought about it. So the thing is, I feel like you have been nice, and this is so interesting though, but I feel like you have been nice for a long time. And now it's not about being nice. It's more about you. That's definitely the energy that you're in. And you're assessing the things that you have invested in. You've invested and took your time with the past. And you have a choice to try something new, to make a choice. Aries is more of a choice sign. You like your choices because it brings new energy in. But I feel like the first step in the order, though, is to get your emotions together and figure out what you want to do with your emotions and your feelings. Because two people are involved. Two energies are involved. So you want to make sure that you have your emotions in check for the old thing before you go into something new. And February is going to be about that journey, especially with the Six of Swords here. Because I feel like you're going to be moving through a journey of the mind. So this new person, I feel like you're going to put on pause. You may put everyone on pause, to be honest. But I feel like you want to see... It's almost like you're going to try again. And this is just the message I'm getting. For some of you, you're going to try again with the past to see, because you've invested so much time here. And there's a comfortability factor there with this. And you've put so much time and patience in. But at the same time, this is so intriguing to you. Something new and something exciting. You may keep in touch. I feel like there's a touch here. Keep in touch. But you want to figure out what's going on with the past first before you completely cut it out. It is falling apart, though. I will say that. But honestly, it's more about you doing it out of your heart and soul. It's like you just feel like, as a good person, that you have to try to make sense of this one last time. That's what I see there. Okay. I feel like I didn't look at this camera one time. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I get in the mode. I apologize. Okay. So... I feel like you want to be successful in your relationship choices and in your emotions. You don't want to be foolish, but you want to make the right decision on where you go because you want to be successful. And you want to be with someone that's going to appreciate you. That's a really big thing here. And I see you cutting out the whole point of this, though, Aries, is because you're trying to cut out the confusion. That's all that it is. So you can make a set decision and not be clouded by shoulda, coulda, wouldas or emotional turmoil. Okay. Yeah. I feel like your partner has a lot to say. They have a lot to say about why the relationship isn't working, what it is that you should probably do different. They have a lot to say. I want to say that. Okay. About what it is that they feel like you should be doing to make things better. And I feel like you give for the family, for the kids, for the situation, for the fact that you've been doing this for so long, right? But I feel like, honestly, look at that. I just feel like you feel as though it hasn't been good for a while. They haven't been this magical person that you want to be with or that you want to spend time with and that you want to be around for a while. And you're tired of like living this lie. That's what it feels like. It's like you're just tired of living this lie. So it's just comfortability that keeps you around at this point. It totally is. But you're trying to see if there's something else here. There's not really any nurturing. There's not really any passion left. It's all about trying to fix this. and it's not about the relationship. And the part that you're missing is what it is that you're getting here. Even in it doesn't even have to be someone else. It can be the idea of going in another direction. That's not this one, okay? So it is a hard decision, and you want to make sure, like I said, this is just a lot of confirmation for me. You want to make sure that it is the absolute best decision for you to make, and that you're being smart about it, because I feel like Aries, that you're not going to go back. You're not going to go back, okay? You would be sad. You're sad to leave this idea or this person behind. But you're worried at the same time, because what if you make a bad decision or something wrong? I feel like you're a little bit afraid of the change, because you built this sort of situation here, and you don't want to go through the same cycles again. It's like, I could have stayed with the old one if we're going to go through this again. So yeah, I feel like you're going to focus on your old relationship for a second, kind of narrow down the situation, to get some clarity on what's going on here. And I feel like you're going to find the truth. That's what's crazy, is you're going to find out what the truth is and what the problem is. You're going to learn it slowly. And part of the reason I can see down here is that you're holding on too much to this. And when you started to be independent and not codependent on this relationship, or it could be that they're codependent and you're trying to hold them up. Okay? It could be either way. You realize that that's not getting you anywhere. It's not getting this relationship anywhere. It's actually causing a block, because you're not working together as two. You're working together as one, and then the other, trying to help the other person. Okay? So you're really... Aries, you're really organizing your emotions to leave this behind, or maybe even to get a divorce. I just feel like you're ready. You're going to be ready eventually to leave this out in the cold and start a new journey with all the things that you have learned, because you know the truth, right? You don't have to go through the dark side of the moon, because I feel like you've already been through it and you're like, I got it. It's interesting, because it's like you don't want to leave based on someone else. You want to leave based on it being the best decision for you at the time, right? So it is going to be work for you to walk away. I feel like you got to get a lot of things in order, like paperwork, stuff. And I also feel like you just got to get a lot of things in order, a lot of stuff, a lot of thoughts. Just trying to figure out how this is going to go about. I just feel like you're trying to figure out how it's going to go about. Some of you, honestly, that's I would say most of you are going to leave. Some of you, though, no, I'm not even going to say that, because it's really just about you trying to figure out what it is that you're going to do. And in February, you're going to make that decision on how you're going to handle it, because you do love this person, but you want to get your emotions in check so you know what kind of decisions you want to make. And you're about to go on a journey of the soul, like a mental journey of yourself about what it is that you want. And you're going to take the time to evaluate what you're investing in and what you're getting back and things like that. So, you're going to make the decision for yourself, Aries. So I would say it feels more like you're taking inventory of the situation to me. That's what it feels like. Sorry, I thought my camera was lagging. That was really weird that I saw it like that. It was like it slowed down or something. And it obviously did not. So, probably in my head. Okay. Spirit guide, guardian angel, divine energy, universal energy. What do you have for Aries? What do you have for Aries? Third chakra. Okay, lots of cards for you, Aries. So, the first message that I get here is that both of you and your partner, if you're in a relationship, need to understand that both of you are having your own issues and your own way of perceiving what is happening, okay? I feel like there's a lot of one directional thoughts about what's happening within your relationship. Like you're thinking, oh, it's because of this, or they're thinking, oh, it's because of this. And that's not really what it is. Sometimes, okay, so I feel like the best way to handle this is to go in with a clean slate and a clean mind. And this way you can decide how you want to handle it. Okay. Because this is like the final, that's the title. This is like the final countdown. You're literally at like the final countdown. It's really getting there. You know what I mean? And you have to figure out what it is that you're going to create. And February is where you start collecting the inventory and the knowledge to figure that out. Because it's just about that time. It just feels like it. There's this weird intensity between you and this person or whatever it is that you're dealing with. And there's a need to, it's like you're only good when it's intense or there's stuff going on and there's energy. But what about those times when it's just flat or balanced or nothing crazy is happening? What about those times? And I feel like at those times, that's when you don't feel comfortable there. And you should. It's very interesting energy. It just talks about it being a little bit hectic or a little bit dirty, a little bit like devil energy. Just a little bit too strong sometimes. And I think it just comes down to, honestly, Aries, that both of you are just different in a lot of ways. I feel like you have tried to work those out, and you know that it's time to either figure out how to resolve them or deal with them. A lot of you have gotten married or committed in committed relationships or engaged to these people thinking that that would change a situation, but I don't think it did. It kind of backtracked, you know. But you were like, oh, I made this choice, or we made this choice together to move in together, or whatever it is. And this was a way to make a change or to do something different. But you really, I feel like you're figuring out you really don't know this person, or you need to try to relearn them. I don't know. It's really interesting, but it just feels like you need to either figure out what's happening here or to let it go. And this is the decision time, or the time to focus on that for right now. Okay. All right. I forgot what I was going to title this video. And that's why when I say it, I should write it down. Lesson learned. All right, Aries. So if you need a private reading from me, I'll be more than happy to do that for you. Link is in the description box below, or you can go to this website. I'll be more than happy to help you. I love you very much. Blessings on your journey and all that you do, forever and ever and always. I love you so much. Bye-bye.